Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Peak to Middle School. I'm Narwhal, and I'm here with Globo Jim.
What's up? You can also call me Kyle.
Yeah, that's another name. Kyle, did you know it has rained 45 out of the last 50 days?
Dude. Yeah, if you live in Washington, you understand. It sucks.
Yeah, so if you guys have never been to Seattle,
It's wet.
it's always wet, and that's normal. Like, this is...
Yeah, we like it wet here.
Yeah, we're not surprised if it's wet, but when it's this wet,
Exceptionally wet.
this is the wettest it's been in my lifetime, I think, to be honest.
Yeah, it is. This is the most
There's
liquid.
Yeah, for the last 2 months, we've been setting all kinds of records, and now like Washington is not built. Its land is in a way in which it's really hard for it to flood because there's so many hills that like.
There's certain areas where it does flood.
I mean, yeah, but
Where we live, it doesn't really flood.
yeah, because generally like it's so hilly that it's just I don't know. It's kind of built where like the rain works well in this area, but when this area that we're in starts flooding, this is unheard of.
Yeah.
So that tells you how much rain we've been having. And
Yeah.
There's people, literally, you can drive 30 minutes away, and there's people's, like, houses are actually flooding.
Yeah.
So
Why is it raining so much?
global warming,
A
dude.
lot of.
I actually think
Is
that's related.
Well, I know that. I think.
Because there's, like,
I've heard that.
nationwide flooding right now. It's not just here. Like, I know in South Carolina, it's flooding pretty bad right now, too.
If you don't believe in global warming, God help your soul.
Oh, global warming's fake.
You're right. Globo Gym's real, though.
Globo Gym is real.
Globo warming.
It makes the summers in Seattle more amazing.
Yeah.
Like if it was generally nice all the time, like in California, I feel like I wouldn't appreciate the summer. But the fact that I become severely seasonally depressed,
I'm sad. I'm sad. The sun's out right now, actually, and it changed my mood completely on the drive
yes,
over.
like when you live in darkness and rain for months at a time,
We've all been sad since October.
it changes you as a person.
It does.
People can't understand what we feel.
You see how white I am? You think I'm gonna be happy when I'm this white? No.
Yeah, and the cameras don't really do it like
I'm so white.
the cameras actually make Kyle look whiter than he is.
Oh fuck.
So like you look like a ghost in a lot of the episodes, but
You know.
what can you do?
Soon, once like October or next October hits, that's when my tan will be at its peak because it's like in June I'm white and I start burning a lot. I'll turn red. July, it's kind of the same thing. August, I'm like setting into my golden brown state.
Crispy golden brown, which you keep for about 2 months.
Yeah, and then September, it's like it's there. It kind of starts to fade. October, that is the peak of my goldenness, and now it's just white for the next 6 months.
Yeah. You should actively
Track my
tan.
white. Oh no!
Like take like a whole like a training regimen, but for tanning, and just see
It's so bad
how
for you.
golden you can
It's
get.
so bad for you,
But I want to see what you look like if you were like
like your sister.
yeah. My sister is like a dark white person, so you should become a dark white person.
Right. I don't think I can just become a dark white person, like
I feel
healthily.
I feel like a dark white is a bad term because there's been some pretty dark whites in history.
Can you name a couple?
Our boy Adolf.
He's
Not our boy.
not our boy. No.
A boy.
Yeah, he wasn't a man. He was a boy.
Yeah. He's a stupid boy.
Speaking of tan, dude, do you see the picture of Donald Trump?
Oh, with his hair coming
Dude, his
off.
hair like flew back.
Dude, do you
and
see he retweeted it. He retweeted it and he
Alright.
said that his hair looked good.
Okay, well, his hair may have looked decent, but his face did not.
No, his hair didn't look decent at all.
Oh, his hair didn't look good, but his face looked way worse. You just see, like, why are you doing that, dude? Like, just be white.
I think he has like actual mental like health problems.
Well, he definitely does.
Like I know, but I don't think he's in like his right mind. I don't think he like actually knows what's going on sometimes. I don't know, man.
Dude, maybe he's getting controlled by Ratatouille. We talked to, Remy,
Or the
technically.
spoon. No, the spoon guy.
Spoon guy. Oh, shit. What was that guy's name?
Yuri.
Yuri. Yeah, Yuri. He's controlling the United States. Donald Trump, yeah.
Maybe Yuri is
probably
being
bending
controlled by Ratatouille.
Whoa. It all goes back to Ratatouille. Although Ratatouille's not his name is Remy.
Okay.
So let's get that right.
Yeah, wait. So why is it called ratatouille then?
It's a dish called ratatouille, but it's a rat. So it's like he makes ratatouille, I think.
The dish. Okay, so that's like his specialty meal.
Yeah, his name's Remy though. Remy the rat.
All right.
That's the only movie that like rats are cool.
Yeah.
Rats.
they
Other
did
than
a
that,
good-
rats are never cool.
That's hard. They
Yeah.
they really broke barriers with that movie.
Yeah.
To try and make an animated, cute rat that you want to root for.
That's true, but like Shrek 2, you know, like ogres, they're not cool.
I mean, I don't like Shrek. I've never liked Shrek. Donkeys are
Donkey's
cool,
cool.
though, regardless of the donkey.
How are donkeys cool? They smell
Dude, they're
bad.
so
They're
cute.
ugly. No,
They're not ugly.
They're pretty ugly.
Donkeys are like miniature horses that you just want to hug.
No,
I
want to
hug every donkey, dude.
They look like an old man.
Which is why they're cute.
Old men are not cute.
Nah, old men are cute.
Want to pet an old man? Use your words wisely here.
I don't. But
I guess you don't want to pet.
if there was an old man that had a really good like head of hair, I would be
Donald Trump.
surprised. No, like real hair.
Okay.
I would be surprised, and I would want to touch it just to see like how did you do this?
Mm.
You know?
But then as you pet him, you uncover his rat.
Yeah.
That's been controlling him.
Yeah.
I bet people with dreadlocks are probably the like easiest to, because it's pre like.
Oh, we're still talking about if Remy was control. For people who have no idea what we're talking about, last episode we talked about this hypothetical if rats pulled on your hair and it controlled your body.
Yeah.
You got to go listen to it.
Just listen to that.
But yeah, I would feel like dreadlocks would be the easiest.
It's pre like size
handles.
Yeah, they're handles. They're good. They're good handles for.
And then like an afro would be really hard because it's like
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to get in there.
it's like I don't know which part is which because it's all just a one floof.
But then like bald people just can't be controlled. They have the most power.
Oh,
They can't be
bald people are
they
the
can
only ones that
pubes.
are.
They could get in their pubes maybe.
All right, we're gonna move on.
Okay.
Here. Kyle, you told me that you've had a thing written down on your phone for like a month or something that you
All right.
needed to talk about, but you keep forgetting.
It has not been a month. It's just been the last probably 5 episodes since I was sick.
Okay.
I wrote it down when I had the flu. Does this ever happen to you where you're starting to get sick? Let's say it's the first night where you are starting to feel sick, and then
Yeah.
you just have that really bad night of sleep. Does that ever happen to you where you
Yeah.
just cannot sleep, and you just feel like you're in a different world?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about.
Dude,
Because that happened to me, and I remember I start moaning for no reason.
You moan?
Yeah, like I'm just so uncomfortable that sometimes I just need to let out like a
What?
yeah.
I never
moan.
have done that.
I moan.
Is it
and
like is it involuntary or you choose like I just really need a moan right now?
like I need to moan, like I choose to moan.
But what does the moaning accomplish?
I don't know. It kind of lets something out. It feels nice. Like
Okay.
it feels like I needed to do it. It's like when you just really have the urge to do something and you just do it and it feels good.
Okay. So is it kind of similar to like a big stretch scream when you wake up like
It doesn't feel that good, but it's along the lines of that where I just need to let something out because it's all just bubbled inside. It's all bottled in. And I need to like let something out. So I let out a little
maybe you
moan.
need to like cry more often or something. Like maybe
I don't
maybe
think
you
that was
get
the problem.
sick because you have bottled up emotions. And then your emotions turn into sickness because you
Trying to
don't
think of
let
the
them
last time
out.
I cried.
Probably been a while.
It's been a couple months.
Yeah.
Maybe I gotta let one loose. Let it
maybe,
rip. Maybe that's why I keep getting sick.
Wait, so when you get sick,
Oh, sorry. I wanted to say this. I felt like I was in a fish tank. My head felt like it had tripled in size, and I just felt like I was in a spacesuit. It was weird.
you were really tripping, huh?
Dude, I was really sick.
See, I don't
That was one of the sickest I've ever been.
that like shit like that'll happen to me. I know what you mean, but that's only if I take NyQuil. NyQuil really fucks me up. Like I'll go to sleep fine, but the next morning I have this weird feeling on my lips and everything feels really delayed. It's like the verge of when you're first getting a little buzzed and your eyes feel a little bit delayed.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that, but I'm totally sober. And then my lips feel like sticky and
Sticky lips. What are you doing?
and then I'll take a shower and it just showers like hurt me when I'm sick.
Yeah, because your body hurts.
But like specifically the top of my head.
Yeah, doing shampoo. Yeah, your hair hurts.
Yeah, it's so sensitive.
Yeah.
Or like the water hitting my head, it hurts.
Dude, when I was sick, I couldn't find the right temperature because I had such a high fever that I was going in between being hot and cold. And I would do like the littlest change in the water and it would be too hot. And then I'd change it again. Suddenly it would be just freezing cold. And I could not figure it out.
Yeah.
My body didn't know what it wanted.
Do you, I don't know. I'm thinking about what you said, how like the first night you don't sleep that well. And I feel like for me, it's kind of different in the sense that the first night I get sick, I know that I'm getting sick before I go to bed. I'm like, well, I'm kind of fucked. Like, it's already started. But I'll usually sleep fine that night. But then when it really hits me is when I wake up the following morning, I'll be like drenched in sweat. And then I won't be able to sleep. Okay. But the first night I can actually sleep fine. And then my body's like, haha, fuck you. We're going to just make your bed look like you pissed yourself.
I had a couple of those nights. When my fever started breaking, I was sweating so much.
Was it like how bad? Like was it
my entire body, my entire bed was wet. I had to change my sheets.
Like in the middle of the night?
No, because I was so tired.
So did you keep sleeping on the wetness or did you sleep?
Roll it over. Okay. So I had rolled over enough times to where my whole bed was just.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe it would dry over time and I'd roll back over and re-sweat. Dude, I sweated so much. Like every liquid in my body just came out of my sweat glands that night. It was bad.
Every liquid.
Every liquid. Yeah. Think about it.
So, sperm, blood.
Maybe.
Blood.
Maybe.
Saliva. Stomach acid.
Yep. It was all pouring out of me.
Nice.
I was just a shriveled up little raisin at the end of the night. I woke up and I was like, it's like SpongeBob when he didn't drink his water.
Ew.
He's like, I need it. That was me when I woke up.
You know, I get really grossed out when I think of that.
SpongeBob?
Yeah, SpongeBob, but it's the really old lady that's like he's trying to sell cookies to. Oh, like the little rat thing.
Yeah, she's basically like a brain stem with and a head.
Yeah, dude, it grosses me out. Like that kind of always weirded me out seeing that.
Yeah, that creeped me out too.
The one positive thing about sleeping when you're sick, at least for me, is, you know, like when you have a weighted blanket on you, it like basically like you don't feel the urge to wiggle around as much.
Yeah.
And like you don't feel it's as difficult to get comfortable because you're just kind of forced to lay there. When I'm sick, I like don't move around, and it's nice because normally I can never get comfortable in my bed. So what type of sleeper are you? Will you get in bed and you can just kind of find a spot pretty quick and then you're good, or will you roll around for a while before getting your spot?
It just depends how tired I am and what I did that day. Like if I'm just exhausted. Last night I was really tired, and I just got home, laid in bed, and just knocked out. But there's some nights if I'm trying to go to bed earlier. Like this used to happen during the summers in like middle school when I would just stay up super late every night for no reason.
Yeah.
And I would just be like nocturnal basically. And then the first day of school I have to go to bed. I'm not going to sleep till like 3 a.m. Yeah. And I got to wake up at 6. Yeah. And I'm just tossing and turning. Yeah. I'm a big rollover in the middle of my night.
Yeah. I wake up a lot to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. But yeah, I can never really get comfortable at the beginning, but my sister, dude, she literally can go to sleep anywhere in 30 seconds. It's amazing. It's a pure talent.
Like an old man.
Yeah, we'll be watching a movie.
I'm telling you, dude, she's your dad. That also relates to last episode.
But we'll watch a movie. Also, dude, watching movies, I don't know about your sister, but dude, watching movies with my sister is like my least favorite thing on the planet.
She always falls asleep.
She can never finish a movie. I don't know if I've ever actually watched a movie with my sister that she hasn't fallen asleep at some point. And then she'll wake up and be like, wait, what's happening? Oh, like, you wouldn't know because you fucking slept. Yeah. That's your own fault.
I'll admit, last night I dozed off for 5 minutes. And I woke up and I like sat up so I didn't fall back asleep because I wanted to watch the movie. And there was a part where I was confused, but I didn't want to be the guy that asked questions because I
asked you beforehand. I was like, Kyle, you're not gonna fall asleep, are you?
I was completely fine.
And you were like,
5 minutes after you asked me that, I got so tired and I like could not control it. I dozed for 5 minutes and I kept flinching. Never happened to you? You're like twitching when you're falling asleep. Yeah. And I woke up to like a big twitch and I was like, well, I guess I'm up now. And then I finished the movie.
Nice. Yeah, we watched Annihilation last night.
Weird movie.
Really weird.
A lot of drugs had gone into that, I feel like.
I don't know. Like, obviously, a lot of these trippy, like, songs and movies, probably were thought of on drugs, but I think that a creative person could think of that sober. I don't think it's like you have to be on drugs to have like a strange idea.
Yeah, I guess.
Like,
I have strange ideas.
Yeah, like we all have weird ideas. And if you have a creative movie-driven mind,
which I don't.
There was probably a guy that like maybe never did drugs in his life, and he might have wrote that. Like, there's people like that.
Yeah,
you know?
but they're all weird people though. Like all the movie directors are weird. Quentin Tarantino, weird dude. That other dude, weird dude.
Do you know
Christopher Nolan? That's the guy. He's weird.
Is he weird?
Pretty sure he's weird.
I don't know. I don't think he's
Gonna go out on a limb. Weird.
I mean, okay.
I mean, whoever wrote the Joker's lines, like, and created that character,
They're not weird.
They got some sort of dark.
They're creative.
Yeah,
That's
but they
different.
have some sort of dark thing in their mind. I think.
Dude,
I don't think you can just create
I have
a character.
daydreams about murdering people, but I
You're
don't.
weird.
All right. Well,
Actually,
everyone's weird.
I think that's normal. Yeah, everyone's weird.
Everyone's weird. I don't want to be normal.
Yeah, you don't want to be normal SpongeBob. He's the worst.
Wait, normal? There's a normal SpongeBob?
Yeah, when he gets round and loses his holes, and he's like, "Hi."
Oh,
Hi, how are you?
Oh, yeah. See, no one wants to be normal. Dude, SpongeBob has so much, like, good, like, commentary about life.
Yeah, and, like, pretty Squidward is, like, arguably uglier than real Squidward.
Oh, so that's kind of like...
Pretty Squidward's really fucking creepy.
So that's, like, when if you try and force yourself to look different, you're not as beautiful as your natural self.
Yeah. Also, if you binge eat, it all goes to your thighs. We learned that from Squidward.
For some people.
Yeah.
Some people...
My weight does not go to my thighs.
What? You never put on weight. You
I
only
know.
lose
That's
weight.
my problem. Because I keep getting sick.
You would put on weight if you didn't get sick.
I know. It
Just
sucks,
stop
dude.
getting
I'm
sick.
like up 5 pounds, down 5 pounds, up 5 pounds. It sucks.
Some people would love to have that problem.
Yeah, that's not a problem. But, yeah. Like, I feel like a dick complaining about, oh, I can't gain weight.
Yeah.
But it's my problem, so I'm
Yeah.
going to complain about it.
All right.
I was on Reddit, and I found some shower thoughts that I'd like to share with you.
Okay.
Some of them, you're a more of a Reddit person than me, so
Yeah.
you may have heard the first couple. And
Okay.
I was on the like hot posts,
Okay.
and then I moved to just regular posts, and that's where you can find some like weird hidden gems in just the recent posts.
The ones that like people don't.
Have like no upvotes.
Yeah, they're just like super weird.
Yeah, and some of them are like kind of good, and some of them are just stupid, and I'm like, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Here's one to think about. If elevators had never been invented, all the CEOs and important people would have their offices on the first floor as a sign of status. Because they're not going to walk to the top floor.
It depends how cool your CEO is. Maybe they're like, I want you to feel like you're part of like this family, so I'm
going to go to the top. No. Dude, why are CEOs always on the top? Just so they can feel like they're above everyone
If
else?
I was the CEO, I wouldn't really want to be on the top. That's a longer elevator ride. If your
But you got a
building
cool view, though.
crashes, you're the last one to get out of the building.
Well, it's like a captain going down the ship. That kind of thing. CEO's
Yeah.
the captain. Well, I said he. That was sexist to me. They are going to go down with their ship.
I also saw one where it's like if it wasn't for movies, no one other than people that
Yeah.
installed elevators would know what an elevator shaft looks like.
That's true. How did that person know? Maybe they worked on elevators.
I mean, a person who made a movie could just hire someone who works on elevators and be like, what does it look like?
Yeah, exactly. So they hired an elevator worker.
Yeah.
And that person is the reason that we all know what it looks like.
Yeah.
I know what it looks like from Toy Story. And like 20,000 other movies, but there's a Toy Story 2 where they're in an elevator shaft having a fight.
I'm going to say it. Not a fan of Toy Story. Dude.
Are you just not a Pixar guy? I know you don't like animated movies, but like,
I want to know, what is the appeal of animated movies? Because I can't connect with them. So what am I missing? What is it that I don't have I don't know.
I think you're not creative enough to connect. I can connect with Buzz Lightyear
It's
and
just
Woody.
like, why are they so like cheesy? That's my thing. It's like,
They're kids' movies.
that's exactly why I don't like them though. If there was an animated movie that was told and like treated like a regular drama and it had the lines of like a adult drama, but it was animated, I'd like it.
Okay, I think kids maybe like cartoons because there can be violence and it's not nearly as violent.
Yeah.
If it's like Tom and Jerry and it's like a cat trying to catch a mouse, way less violent, even though the cat's getting like anchors dropped on his head and shit.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna see the bruising and the blood and like what would actually happen, and like you wouldn't see what would happen if a cat actually caught a mouse and just ripped it to shreds.
Yeah. But like a lot of animated movies are made equally as much for adults as they are for kids.
Yeah.
Like adults go nuts for every new animated movie.
Yeah, I'm not a giant animated guy.
But there are people like
I don't know. I'm not an adult cartoon person. I don't like those.
But you like animated movies overall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm more like, it's more nostalgia for me. I more like
because you liked them when you were a kid.
Yeah, and they're still good to me because it brings back memories of me watching as a kid.
What about like the newer and like would you go see like a Coco or like Inside Out?
I've seen Coco. Yeah, those are good. I like those.
See, I tried.
They have
it's
a
like,
good message. They're wholesome.
Yeah, but like everything is so predictable, and like
Inside
their
Out,
lines
you couldn't
are
predict
like.
that. Have you seen
man.
Inside Out?
I haven't finished it. I turned it off.
Wow, you're just like your sister. Practice what you preach. All right, next. As a kid, this one kind of interested me because I'll just read it first. As a kid, teenagers seemed so big and scary because in most TV shows, they were actually played by adults in their 20s. That's facts. When I was a kid, I was terrified of the big kids. In kindergarten, I didn't go to a single day of recess. I cried every single day.
Wait, what?
Yeah. You were in my class. I know.
Wait, why have we never heard about this?
I feel like I might have mentioned this.
You cried every day of kindergarten recess.
Yes. Like for a significant amount of time,
Would
I cried every day.
the teacher just console you?
Yeah, I remember it too. I remember like crying to her about. I was afraid of the big kids. I think because maybe I had watched.
Why did I let you be such a bitch? I should have been like, "Yo, come outside, pussy."
You just ditched me. I don't know. You ditched me and walked off, and I remember I got to a point.
Yeah,
where,
probably because I'm like, I don't want to hang with this pussy.
Well,
God,
we played marbles together.
I'm trying to go hang out with the big kids and like go down the slide or play tag.
Yeah, see, I wasn't about.
And there's this little bitch just crying over here.
Yeah, that was me. But then once first grade hit, I was like the king of the playground playing wall ball.
Okay, whoa.
I was one of the kings, dude. I got chased so much.
You were never a king.
I was up there.
No,
I was in the kingdom.
Knutson was a king.
He was the king, but dude, all the girls chased me. I had 2 girlfriends in first grade, and they both knew about it.
Whoa,
That's facts.
Like you were official with both.
Yeah, they both knew it too.
So were they both equally like side chicks, or they were both your main chick?
I mean, it's not like we did anything. It was first grade.
Oh no, you did though.
Well, I just said like, hey, I like you.
Did they say they like you back?
Yeah.
Do you remember? Do you have any like actual memory of like elementary school relationships?
I remember in first grade, a couple. Yeah, I remember in first grade, I was sitting at a computer next to this girl, and then I don't remember how this conversation started, but I was like, I think I just said straight up. This is the confidence that I had as a young first grader. I said, "Do you like me?" And she looked at me and she nodded, and I was like, "I like you too." And I just remember her eyes were like, they like lit up.
You actually remember that?
Yes, I remember that. Maybe that's what I'm choosing to remember, but I was like, "I like you too." And then I didn't really say like, "Want to be my girlfriend?" We just kind of became an item.
Okay.
Yeah, she moved.
You guys probably didn't talk at all.
No, definitely not.
All right. Well, I have a memory. I was on like the outdoor basketball court. And it was recess.
That's where shit went down.
And like, it was like me and like 3 guys around me shooting hoops, and then there was like the girl that I liked and 3 of her friends over, kind of like spectating from the side.
Yeah, they're watching you, and you're trying to do all these crossovers, trying to look all cool.
I wish I could go back and just spectate what I did as a first grader, thinking I was cool.
Yeah.
And like what girls thought was cool. Like if a kid could do like a crossover without it bouncing off of like his knee, and
you're like, oh my God, I want to chase him so much.
But like apparently it became clear that I liked this girl, and so I remember some of the girl's friends ran over to me and they said, hey, and I was like, what? She's like, this girl likes you. They're like, do you like her back?
Classic move, send the friends.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah,
turn around,
I do.
Shoot.
So they run back and tell her, and then they kind of like did that. Like
what grade is this in?
Like first grade or second grade.
Okay.
And so they like started like waving me over there because like now that it's official, I have to go talk to this girl.
That's your worst nightmare.
I didn't know that I signed up for talking to her.
It's like you don't know what's worse, getting rejected or having to go talk to them.
Yeah. And so I just remember they tried to get me to go over and talk to her, and so like I went over and it just got really awkward.
Yeah.
And then like you're both standing there and you're like looking at the ground, and they're like,
talk.
all the friends want you to talk to each other, but then the two people, then it's like it's like a fight. Like there's people surrounding you and you're in the middle, and it's like they're basically like pushing you into each other. Yeah. I don't really remember what happened after that. Like it
obviously didn't work out.
No, but like I don't think we like overtly broke up. I think it was kind of like
just kind of flamed
we
out.
liked each other, and then we just walked away, and then I don't know.
Kind of forgot about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's elementary school relationships. I don't know if there's ever really a breakup in elementary
And then
school
she moved away, and years later I looked her up on like Instagram or Facebook or something, and I found her, and now we're like friends. So we're Facebook friends.
This is the same girl. Are we talking about the same
Well, there's
person?
two different girls that moved away.
Yeah, correct. And both of the second story, is about a different one.
Wait. So you have two stories.
Yeah,
a story about each of these two girls.
One from first grade moved away.
And then
second one in fifth grade moved away.
Okay.
I think these are both the same girls.
Kyle and I are thinking of the same girls. We were players, bro.
Interesting.
Yo,
we were players in the same.
Not gonna lie, like we got girls, like the hot girls when we were young,
yeah,
and then we just like fell off.
Fell off quick in middle school.
Like we
once
were
the pizza got slapped into my face, I just dropped 100 levels.
Yeah, like we were really cool and got the really hot girl. I mean, relatively hot.
Yeah, I don't want to say that because they were in elementary school.
I mean, for a first grader, they were hot. They were like the top of the top, and we got them. And then we just became like extremely average or below average.
And here we are. Now we have a podcast.
Yeah.
I think that's how podcasts start.
The below average people.
Sad people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this story about this other girl that had moved away that apparently John had relations with that I didn't know about. I remember we both had acknowledged that we liked each other in fourth grade. Mm-hmm. And it was like a thing. The whole class knew about it, and it was this big deal at recess. And, of course, there's, like, guy group and girl group, and they're, like, pushing us towards each other because they want us to, like,
wait, where was
mingle
this?
At recess.
Okay.
Just right outside, right by the basketball courts.
Okay.
Like, off to the side. I still remember it. I wasn't getting pushed as hard because I was like, I guess I will talk to you because if I resist, then it looks bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She was resisting so hard. She was
didn't
getting dragged. They dragged her over towards me.
Dude, she really didn't like you.
Dude, but she liked me so much she didn't want to talk to me. I think I gave her the butterflies.
I don't know. I think she told you she liked you to make you feel better, but deep down she liked me.
Well, I hope not. Yeah, that would be bad. Maybe. That's potentially true.
Yo, I remember. Wait, is there more to the story?
I just remember her getting dragged and she ran away and they kept like getting her and bringing her back. It's like a dog running off leash.
Jeez.
But I remember I have a specific memory of her literally getting dragged and she's digging her heels into the ground getting dragged.
Dude, I'm just picturing like these scenes from like I didn't watch all the Game of Thrones, but the bit I've seen, there's like I'm just picturing these old tribes that would like basically like abduct a woman from like a different group and like force them to marry into their clan.
Yeah.
And like and I just picture you being like the guy that she's marrying, just waiting for his new wife to arrive.
They're like forcing her in to marry me.
Yeah.
That's kind of what was happening.
Yeah. All right, I have two more memories that sprung up.
All right.
One of them, I don't know if it was your first girl or your second girl.
Okay.
But one of the two, but I liked her. This was probably in like third grade or I don't know, somewhere around there. And at the end of recess, we went to this area where every class would line up in a specific order before you go back inside, and so they could do like a head count and make sure all the kids are there. And it was like a rainy day, so we were under this covered thing, and there was a worm on the ground. And they were like, dude, like some guy I was with was like, dude, like she'll think it's cool if you kiss this worm.
Ew.
And all the girls are like, oh, you wouldn't, like, don't do that or do it. It's
I'm
gross.
Like, oh, I'm gonna
or
like you so
something."
much if you kiss that worm.
Yeah. And so I went down and I kissed a worm, a dirty worm on the ground on the pavement.
Did you like it?
I don't think it worked as well as I was anticipating.
Yeah, I don't think that's impressive.
Because then it was like, why would she want to kiss me? Because I kissed a worm.
But also, why would she kiss you? Because you're in like second grade.
No,
and that would be
people.
so awkward.
Some people have their first kisses in like 3rd and to 5th grade.
Yeah,
a lot of people do.
Yeah, I can't even imagine that. A girl was getting dragged towards me. That's how far I was from being able to do that. No one would have mutually done that to me.
Yeah. And then my other memory was 5th grade. I just remember there was like, you know, those people that are like really funny to have in your class, but like you like hanging out with them in class, but you guys don't really have the relationship where you would hang out outside of school or even really outside of that class. But in that class, they're your homie because like
you don't really have other friends in your class.
Yeah, like I didn't have that many other friends.
Yeah, it's like a class friend.
Yeah, but like, dude, he was like hilarious. This guy was like so funny, and to this day, I still think he's like a funny guy. I just like never really talked to him that much, but it was me and him, and then this girl, and the girl and I like liked each other. This was a different girl though.
Whoa, okay.
A third girl. And this was like 5th grade, and we liked each other, and I just remember like we would play footsie all the time, me and this girl. And this other guy was just like really witty, and he would just make fun of us the whole time, but it was like in really funny ways.
I mean,
like,
I'm sure looking back, it probably isn't
no,
funny.
It probably isn't funny, but usually when you're little, if someone's making fun of you, even if it's a good joke, you're like,
it's hilarious.
No, it's not. Like you don't like being made fun of. Yeah, you start to cry.
But you cried?
No, I'm saying that he was the opposite. Like he would make fun of us, and we thought it was hilarious.
Okay.
And I remember so many times in 5th grade, we all had to get asked to like step out of the class because we like wouldn't stop laughing.
Oh.
Dude, all I remember about all of 5th grade is just laughing the whole time.
That's a good memory.
It is. Playing footsie and laughing.
I remember being in a play in 5th grade. The Boston Tea Party.
Oh.
I was Parliament 1. But I was like, my part was like the funny part.
Dude, why did they make us do plays?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, God.
But, dude, the fact, I had like 20 lines, and I memorized all of them.
Damn.
And we were like the comedy part. We were like, there'd be a bunch of action happening, and then they'd all come off, and then we'd come in and do our little like comedy thing.
Do you remember like what the little bit was about?
I remember rolling out a king in a trash can, and we were just like the dumb people.
Okay.
That, like, I don't know. I just remember being funny. I remember getting laughs, and I was like, it raised my confidence during my performance.
Yeah, I don't know what I was. I remember I just really wanted to get one that had like the least amount of lines possible.
Yeah.
So I do remember acting in a play, but I think I had maybe one line. But like I couldn't remember it. Like the stage fright, anytime I would try and practice, I was like, oh, this is easy. It's one line. But then when I would go and practice without the lines, I just choked.
Dude, I had a weird amount of confidence in 5th grade. Like, I don't remember.
Yeah, what happened, dude?
I don't know.
Where did all your confidence
Dude,
go?
I think puberty just took all of it from me.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because, like, I feel like you became more and more recluse.
Yes, more shy every single year.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I don't remember being scared at all for it. Like, I just walked out.
Should have just kept that going.
I should have hung on to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, back to my shower thoughts. I still have some more.
Yeah.
How did we get here?
I don't know.
Okay. Animals probably never knew what they looked like until we invented mirrors. And I thought about that in the perspective of like cavemen. That's probably why they were so ugly.
No.
They didn't have mirrors. They didn't.
No, that's wrong. That is all wrong.
Listen. At some point in time, mirrors were invented.
Yes.
Before that, I don't think people care what they look like.
No, because there's water, like, you know, in oases.
Yeah, but I don't think they like
Go
cared
look at
about
water.
it until they could look and see clear enough. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
like when did people start caring
about water and so you can see exactly what you look like looking in water.
But it's not as clear as
Dude, it is.
Okay, but at what point did they start caring about what they looked like? Because clearly the cavemen didn't care.
I think they cared, but they're just more focused on trying to survive than look nice. It's like when
My
you have.
question is, when did this start happening?
I don't know. How would I know? I'm just saying.
I just needed an estimation.
It's like when you have your basic needs met, then you can focus on the next thing and the next thing.
Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Yeah.
Self-actualization.
So at the beginning, they're just trying to fucking survive. But I think the statement that they didn't know what they look like, that doesn't make any sense because they had water.
I bet they didn't know what the back of their head looked like.
No.
That they didn't know.
That's true.
They did not know what the back of their head looked like.
But I also, yeah, like imagine, because obviously even back with the cavemen, there was still the natural like human attraction. But like, why would you be attracted to someone that's like
super
really
ugly.
gross?
I don't know. That's when I think it's more animalistic and it's like you have to mate.
Yeah, I'm really curious. When did it transition from like animalistic, where it's like they're sort of humans, but they're kind of more still apish?
Yeah.
And when did it transition to like more human-like?
And like, I enjoy your company, or I think you're attractive.
Instead of like,
start just barking at them.
You know? When did it change?
I think once the cavemen died, but I don't really know when that was. When were the cavemen
was the
alive?
transition between cavemen and like normal civilization?
I don't know.
Normal with an asterisk, because
They were all.
that can mean a lot of things.
Yeah. I don't know. Who knows? Once like showers became a thing, I feel like 'cause everyone probably smelled so bad.
Yeah, dude, imagine the first person to take a shower.
Dude, they probably felt so. They got out and everyone's like, "Fuck."
Dude, imagine
That guy's hot.
never taking a shower. Obviously, they'd like
Think about
probably
how much acne
bathe in
they
like
probably
in like
had.
water and stuff, in like ponds or pools, not pools, but like ponds.
Probably just covered in hair and gross and acne.
Dude, yeah, they probably had so many like ingrown hairs and just
Ew.
fucked up. Oh, dude, I don't even want to imagine like their lower back.
Just if you lifted your pit. Also, I don't think they wiped.
Yes, they did, dude.
When did they start wiping? Who's the first person to wipe? Because obviously you take a shit, you don't really realize. There comes a point where you realize I should be doing
Well,
this.
yeah, and if monkeys take shits, they don't wipe.
They don't wipe. No.
And we came from monkeys.
They throw their poop, dude. So they shit in their hand.
I don't know. When did they?
Eat it. All right. Well, I don't know. Okay. Here's another one. According to tampon commercials, being on your period must be a lot of fun. Because in all those commercials, they're having a good time. They're like surfing and stuff and running and just having a good time.
Maybe it's like, this could be you on your period if
wants to
you
do that.
have a tampon, because if you don't have a tampon, you'll be the opposite of this.
I don't think anyone wants to do that on their period, though.
I mean, I don't know.
I can't say that I know enough to.
Women still do activities on their period.
No, I know, but I don't think they're as happy about it as they seem in the commercials.
I mean, you're right, but that goes with like any commercial. Like, there's commercials about like
Smelling a candle and
This-
they're like,
there's like special medication if you have like high cholesterol, and it shows them like
in a park.
skydiving with their family or something. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, commercials, they smile too much. It's like, I'm not going to smile after I like drink this little, it's like Pediasure or something. And the little kid's like, yeah, thanks, Mom. Thanks for giving me
Yeah.
this gross smoothie.
I just hate how fake commercials are. I would be more likely to buy a product if the commercial literally was just like to the point. It was like, hey, this is our product. This is how much it costs. You should buy it.
Or like the ShamWow commercials where it's like, they're just like, oh, shit, like, bing, like ringing it out. In reality, it's you wipe it up and you're like, oh, damn, that was cool.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, I got it all.
Yeah, and if they just had a commercial like that where he's like, oh, that was nice.
Just some regular
Just
dude,
ends.
like a bounty commercial, and they're like, oh, only one. Nice.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Or maybe he doesn't even say anything. He just grabs it, wipes it, puts it in the garbage, and the commercial ends.
Yeah, as long as he gets the job done. I think we should start writing commercials.
Yeah.
Hobbits must have a really high metabolism. They eat a lot, don't exercise much, and aren't morbidly obese. Who thought of this? Mike BWN_80.
Hobbits. I mean, well, that not
Do
necessarily
hobbits
true.
eat a lot of food?
Well, hobbits aren't even the same species, so like
That's true.
their metabolism probably doesn't work the same.
That's true.
You know, dude. Imagine that's another thing the human body got fucked up with is why
Hobbits?
did we get designed to where we could even get fat? Why didn't we
Well, I
just
don't think we're supposed to be eating lard in like McDonald's food.
Yeah, but there's certain animals that eat anything and they don't get fat.
I mean, you could feed burgers to like any animal and they'd get fat.
Maybe not a hobbit.
Hobbits,
That's what I'm.
I think a hobbit wouldn't. Yeah,
A hobbit's got it made for them.
Yeah,
Like,
they can do it. They're also like 3'2".
Yeah. I actually watched an interview with
A Hobbit?
the guy the Lord of the Rings guy.
Oh,
What's his
Elijah
name?
Woods?
Yeah, I watched an interview with him last night, and he, I don't know, he seems like the nicest guy, and it was really interesting. He was saying that like there was a lot of it was like one of those videos where he answers the Google's most searched questions about him, and there was a lot of questions about like the Lord of the Rings movies and stuff, and he said that they had like stunt doubles, but because he's not actually the height of a hobbit, and so he said that they had like doubles.
People?
Yeah, they had like little people.
Oh, that's awesome.
That would in certain scenes would play him, and then he said other times when they had to use like obviously him, like the real him, and not like a stunt double or something, they would do what's I think it's called like forced perspective.
Oh, where they're like standing far away.
Yeah, where like they put the camera in a certain way and they build these sets in a way where like it looks like he's way shorter, but he's really not. He's just like sitting further back.
That's like what they do with Hagrid in Harry Potter.
Yeah, that's
Hagrid's
so.
huge.
It's so crazy that people could like create that and think of that.
That kind of sucks for him that everyone thinks he's just like 5'0" nothing.
Yeah,
Because he's like 5'10".
yeah, he's like a normal sized guy. And what I don't get is that I didn't even know this was a thing, but apparently it's a huge known thing that everybody thinks that he's Daniel Radcliffe.
What?
Like a bunch of the questions were like memes and relating to him and Daniel Radcliffe, and like everybody thinks they're the same person or that they look the same. And I'm like, one, they don't even look the same.
They like both have brown hair and that's it.
And that's it. Yeah. And so there was like so many questions about like, is he this guy? Has he met Daniel Radcliffe and all this stuff? And I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Maybe it's because Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter are both kind of fictional.
I guess.
That's a
but
stretch.
That's
I don't know.
it.
Did you know that Open Sesame is really a mispronunciation of Open Sesame?
Open Sesame?
Yeah, Open Sesame.
Oh, says me.
Yeah, says me.
Oh, I thought you meant like it was a different language, like Open Sesame.
No. Did you know that though?
No.
Like Open Sesame is not right. It's
What?
Open Sesame. You never knew that?
Why do they word it like that? Open says me.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. But that's what
Me
it is.
open says.
It's probably the caveman, dude. That's probably how sesame seeds were made.
Wait, so
Open Sesame is wrong.
I know, but when is that used again? Is it with like magicians?
Like, if you
Open Sesame.
if you step up to like a door at like a supermarket and you go Open Sesame and the doors open.
Who does that?
I did when I was like 10.
Okay. But it's usually magicians, right? When they're like, "Oh, look, I'll open this door with my mind."
I feel like it's mostly in like cartoons and stuff.
Okay.
Like Patrick for sure says it.
Yeah.
I
I never knew that.
If bugs wanted to, they could eat all of us
How?
because there's so many of them. All the mosquitoes could just become one and just overtake one person if they wanted to. And all the ants. Think about how many bugs there are on the population of Earth. They totally outnumber us. They could just all gang up and just create this wave of bug that just kills everybody. If they wanted to, they could. They'd have to intermingle species probably, but they could.
Yeah, I don't know if they think like that, and I don't know if they even eat people. Like they don't
Some do.
biologically don't eat
Maggots
people,
do.
they? Yeah, dude. If a million maggots just come after
you,
you,
wouldn't be able to do anything.
dude.
They'd start just going in your eyes. Yeah, dude, getting eaten alive by like little things would be worse, I think, than getting eaten by a bear.
Oh yeah, I'd much rather be eaten by a bear than 1,000 ants.
Yeah, that's a bunch of little bites, and you're just getting
And
disintegrated.
you just feel their little legs crawling all over you. Oh, dude, that's gotta be like, that's
that
one of
would
my
suck.
biggest fears. Like, dude, if that was a thing on Fear Factor,
Well, I mean,
dude,
it pretty much is.
the
That's what
entire
Fear
concept
Factor
of Fear Factor is horrible to
is.
me.
Yeah, I know.
I would rather be on almost any show or like do any challenge than do the Fear Factor.
like
shit.
the height stuff and the extreme stuff that they do is doable, but when it comes to the bugs and eating stuff and like laying in a pit of cockroaches and snakes, can't do that.
Eating like a donkey eyeball while you're in a pit with like
Yeah.
4 snakes.
Fuck that, dude. Snakes and just creepy little crawlers I don't like. Those are
Yeah.
my two bugaboos.
I don't like any sort of bugs or birds.
Yeah, I don't like birds
I'm
either.
not as weird with snakes, but I still wouldn't I wouldn't lay in a thing with snakes. But I would be down to like take a picture with a snake.
Nope. Don't trust them.
Really?
Yeah, they're
Even
too
if it's like
snappy.
a trained guy
Yeah,
that
yeah.
has his pet snake.
I just wouldn't want to. I don't have any desire to do that. Because then I have this picture and it's like, it's not that cool.
That's pretty cool.
I don't think if I see somebody with a snake wrapped around them, I instantly am just like, ugh, I don't really like you that much.
All right.
So
you want to jump out of a plane? I don't.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Potato.
I realized a new thing. As podcasters, I think we have to stop chewing gum.
Why?
Because I learned that singers and like stage performers, like actors in plays, they're not supposed to chew gum.
Oh, because it makes their jaw
because
weird.
it makes their jaws too strong, which I didn't know was a thing.
Yeah.
And I always thought, like, you want to strengthen every part of your body. It's good to be a strong person, but wrong.
Yeah, you can now have like a speech impediment if your jaw is too strong.
Yeah, and I've been chewing gum at the gym for the last like 6 months.
Why?
Why do you think that's so weird?
I didn't. It's just random.
People chew gum.
But you just like
How
chew,
is that? That is literally
like
not random.
No, I know, but like
At
every
all.
single time, like you go out of your way to chew gum every single time you work out.
Yes. For the last like couple months. I mean, I'm
interesting.
not gonna like fucking drive home if I forgot gum, but it's like
Oh, I just didn't know that. It's just
I
interesting.
like to chew gum at the gym.
Okay.
But
Why?
I don't know. It gives me like something to focus on. Like when I'm lifting and I just like I'm like chewing my gum intensely. But I learned that it can like strengthen your jaw so much to where if you're singing, it can like change your voice or like fuck up the way you pronounce things or something. And I don't know. It kind of blew my mind. And I feel like as a podcaster, nobody wants the guy that's like mumbling words.
Right. And like, if I chew too much gum, maybe I'll sound like that.
I don't think it gives you a stutter.
Well, what happens to your voice then?
No, I think it's just your words like kind of blend together and become more like dulled and mumbled.
I feel like that's how I talk.
No, I feel like we're pretty good. Dude, there's people that are like, the type of people where you talk to them and you don't even know what they said.
Yeah, no,
hey,
yeah. I do know people like that.
Yeah.
My sister says that I mumble a lot though, but I don't think I mumble when I'm podcasting.
Yeah, not when you're podcasting, but you have a vast range of talking out in real life.
Depends on my energy and it's like situations.
Dude, if we're in public, I never hear a single thing you say.
Yeah,
if we're in public, you go, yeah, I'm just gonna hang. Like, what?
Yeah, well, sometimes it's like if I'm talking about somebody that's nearby, I don't want to say it loud.
No,
which happened the other day, but I didn't want
it happens most of the times. But relating to that, I wanted to talk about, do you know, I noticed it in particular during the memorial for Kobe when Charlie Puth sang. You know how singers do that thing where when they're like holding a note where their jaw is that what it's called?
Vibrato? Yeah, pretty sure.
That's what is that? What is that?
It's like
oh yeah, that thing
at the end of a note
where their jaw like literally vibrates so fast.
Yeah,
that's the coolest thing ever to me.
Yeah, that was good. I just did it.
Do it again. No, you're just going.
I'll hold a note. That's hard, dude. It's like a special skill.
All right, I think you got to go lower. Wait. I can't
You're
do
getting
it.
Like
dude.
higher and higher.
I know. Well, I can't go lower.
Dude, how do people hold like 10-second notes easy, but like a 30-second note?
Yeah, bro. That like the breath control is insane.
And I don't get how people could just sing higher and not have a voice crack. Like I can't.
I mean, yeah, but you don't train your voice. I think there's like you can train anything. In particular, you can train your voice.
I'm trying.
And we just don't sing, so you already are predisposed to have a lot of voice cracks.
That's true. What's the highest note you can hit? It's not a note. That was just screaming. Oh, that was like as far back in my throat as I could. Yeah, I've been working on it.
Yeah. We're, as you guys can tell, we're really good singers.
Dude, I wish I could sing. That's like one of the best talents I think you can have. Being able to sing or dance, like have rhythm.
I mean,
I have
yeah,
neither.
yeah. I know for a fact I can't sing, but I also know I don't think I've ever truly attempted to sing a song before. Like,
I have.
like a whole. I've never tried. Like I've said the words of songs many
Yeah.
times, but I've never like actually
Tried to
put forth effort
Oh.
to sing because I know that it won't sound good. So I don't even like.
But maybe it does.
try.
Maybe you have a voice of an angel and you just don't even know it. Imagine trying to sing for the first time and you're 22 and then you just realize like, damn,
I should have been doing this my whole life.
I got pipes. Yeah.
I would sing if there was a song that I could really connect with, and I'm like, I could, like, that would probably work with my voice, but I don't ever have that because my voice kind of sucks for singing.
Have you ever like sung along with a song and then you just turn like you're in your car and the music's kind of loud and you're singing along and you're really getting into it? Have you ever turned down the volume to listen to what you act? Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
it's so
dude.
bad.
I know, it's crazy because when you're singing along with the music in the background, you think you sound
Yeah.
amazing.
You turn it down, you're like, I sound like something's dying.
It's a really bad feeling.
Yeah, but it's a talent that I know that I don't have, so I'm not like shocked when I hear it. But it's not a good feeling.
Or if you have like noise canceling headphones on and you're singing, you think that like you literally can't hear your own voice, so it feels like what you're singing is the voice that you're hearing in the headphones. So it sounds like I'm Rihanna.
Yeah, but
Even
actually,
though
I'm
I'm
just
not.
awful John.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's hop into the segments here.
Okay.
This is pretty epic, and I don't use that word lightly. Okay.
Interesting.
There's a Canadian businessman who burned $1 million in cash to avoid paying his ex-wife's child support. So this
What a
guy,
dick.
he's kind of a legend, though. I
Yeah,
put him
but
as
he's
an A because,
a
like,
child.
no, I know, but maybe the wife has like fucked him over.
Yeah, but
I mean, it's still it's a child,
Right.
But if his wife did something like fucked up, now
Yeah,
maybe she
yeah.
didn't. Maybe she deserves that money, and he's the fucked up one. But
I think it could go both ways. But either way, this poor child has awful parents.
and this poor child could have had $1 million, and now he doesn't.
Yeah.
Um,
That's a college fund.
a
and more.
Canadian businessman and failed mayoral candidate.
Oh, he's probably sad that he didn't win mayor, cheated on his wife.
Yeah, was thrown in jail for 30 days after telling a judge he burned 1 million Canadian dollars in cash in 2 separate bonfires to avoid paying his wife spousal and child support as part of their divorce settlement.
Jeez.
So this guy, he withdrew about $1 million, Canadian dollars, which is 750,000 US dollars, in 25 separate withdrawals from 6 different bank accounts.
This guy went so
He
out of
went
his way.
out of his way.
Why is he the A?
Because it's epic. Like,
It's really not though. Like,
I think-
isn't that illegal?
yeah, that's why he went to jail.
Burning money is illegal, or burning the money?
Probably
you should have
both.
given? Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. You could probably burn your own money if you feel like it.
I don't. But then it's like taking away the supply of the world's money. You know.
Yeah, because it's all supposed to be backed by like the amount of gold or
But
something.
I think that we've printed too much. I don't know how that works.
I don't think that's the thing anymore. He claimed he then burned cash in 2 bonfires, 743,000 on September 23rd and 296,000 on December 15th.
This guy's got money to blow. He could have donated the money to like children in Africa or charity or something, you know.
I think it was more of just to say fuck you to his ex-wife.
But he could have done it like, fuck you, I'm gonna donate it because I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, well, it says that he now has to pay $2,000 a day to his ex-wife for every day he fails to disclose his finances to the court moving forward.
Damn.
Oh, so they're basically like, listen, we need to see how much money you still got, and until you do that, you got to pay $2,000 a day.
Maybe this guy has like billions and he just does not care.
Yeah. All right, Kyle, who's your A this week?
Well, mine also has to do with money. This is a very lucky man in North Carolina who has won the lottery twice. He won $200,000 jackpot 7 years ago. And he won he won $250,000 this week. So,
Bro.
yeah, dude.
Dude, this guy better do something like big with his life because like,
Donald Hildebrand of Connolly Springs, North Carolina.
oh my God. Why would if you won the lottery, what forces you to want to keep even buying lotto tickets?
Dude, he said that he returned to the store, the same store, and he just bought 2 tickets, and one of them won $250,000.
Oh my god.
That store is like.
See, now a bunch of people are going to go buy from that store, and now they're never going to win again.
And they said, what's your future plans? He said, I'm going fishing. I'm going to the beach.
Wow.
So this guy, it always worries me when like dumb people, not that this guy's dumb, but just some random person just gets a ton of money out of nowhere. I feel like most lottery winners just lose all their money anyways because they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah. Same with a lot of like athletes that didn't have money and then they get millions of dollars. They just blow it.
If anyone's been watching the Michael Vick documentary, 30 for 30, he like, once he signed his contract, he just had like everybody, like all of his friends would just live in his house even when he wasn't there, and they would just do all this stupid shit. And it was like, it's pissing me off listening to that. It's like, how do you just let people do that?
Yeah, but it's like,
I mean, it's his decision. It's his money, I guess.
Yeah. I heard a story of there's like a retired UFC fighter that apparently had like millions of dollars when he was in it, and he was like a big deal. Then he retired, but all his friends were like famous athletes that were still making millions of dollars. So he would always hang out with them, and it got to a point where after hanging out with these guys for months and years at a time, like all they would do every night is expensive things, like go spend thousands of dollars. And so he would always hang out with these people had money to blow. But now that he was retired, he ended up blowing all his money hanging out with these guys and then just became broke.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
My F this week is Ukraine.
Okay.
Because in a school textbook.
I don't think good things happen in Ukraine.
In a school textbook, it must have been like a history textbook. I don't really know specifically what this textbook was for, but there's this really famous American photograph of way back when of have you seen like those guys eating lunch on the skyscraper, but they're sitting out on that like pole?
Beam.
Yeah, beam. Like that's a really famous photo, and this was in this Ukraine textbook. But the thing is that they put in the wrong photo, and they actually put in like a meme photo. So it's it's that. I'll show you. So are you familiar with the sad Keanu meme?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like Keanu Reeves just like sitting eating lunch in a park. So in like 2010 or like 2015, it turned into a meme, and I'll just show you.
Is it like him sitting on the beam?
Yeah, so like someone photoshopped sad Keanu sitting on the beam with the guys, and
hilarious.
That's the photo that they put in this like official textbook.
That's funny.
Because it's hard to, if you don't look for it, you don't really even notice it. But okay, there's the real one.
Yep.
And then he's going to appear on the far right side. There's the one they put in, and Keanu is sitting on the far right.
Oh, man. How do they not notice that? I mean, he's kind of blended in, but...
Exactly. Like, it's black and white. He really does look like he's sitting on the beam.
You can't tell that he's from, like, a completely different era based on what he's wearing and what he looks like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. But, like, if you aren't from the States, like, if you don't know how famous that photo is, you might just look it up and accidentally put it in. So... here's the original sad Keanu picture. Look how sad he looks.
He's probably not even sad, dude. I have that face all the time. Every day when I'm sitting on the bus, that's just my face. I stare at the ground.
Yeah. And the thing that's so weird about celebrities is if they just want to go eat, like this picture is literally him eating a sandwich on a park bench by himself.
And he's judged forever because of it.
Yeah.
It's like, dude.
I mean, not in a bad way. Like, it's not like people are shitting on him, but it's like people think he's sad, but maybe he's just like wanted to go eat a sandwich.
Yeah, he's probably looking down and chewing.
Yeah, and if any other human wanted to go eat a sandwich in a park, it's not sad. It's just like, I'm going to go eat my lunch here.
If I can tell you, if I were ever that famous, which I won't be, but if I was, I have just a sad face. If it's just my normal face, I would have so many pictures of me sitting or walking, and people are like, oh, Kyle Stafford is just so depressed.
Yeah. But then what if they hear this clip, so then they think, no, guys, he's not sad.
I'm saying it now,
but then
guys,
what if you are sad? What if you really are sad? And then people are like, oh, he's not sad. Then
it gets tricky.
Yeah.
You never know when I'm sad. I'm like a little mystery book. You never know my mood.
Yeah. All right, who failed this week, Kyle?
I should have mentioned this when I did the sports on the last episode, but AJ Hinch, who is the now former coach of the Astros. This whole saga with the Astros cheating scandal is still going. And there was an interview that they did with him where they asked him straight up, like, is the World Series tainted because you guys did this? And he spent about a minute and a half just not giving an answer. Just, like, speaking around. He's like, well, they didn't really find anything, which they found a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't really find anything, and, who can really say how much of an advantage, if there was one anyways, Like, I hope that we can all just kind of forget about this someday. Like, that's basically what he said. And it was just the most, like, arrogant.
He's not the coach anymore, right?
He got fired.
So
I hate him.
Will, like, any, like, legal stuff happen to him other than getting fired? Like, could he go to, like, jail?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I'm sure he, like, signed contracts saying, like, that he won't cheat and stuff, so he could probably go to...
Yeah, they're still trying to figure out. I mean, I think maybe they could get banned from baseball, but I don't know if they would do that. I don't know, because Pete Rose is banned from baseball. I think he might be the only person who's, like, completely banned from baseball.
Not that it even means anything at this at this point. It doesn't.
He can't have anything to do. Yeah, he can't.
It doesn't matter though.
What, Pete Rose?
Yeah, like what's it gonna do?
I mean, he's not in the Hall of Fame. He was a coach when that happened, so he got kicked out. He just can't have anything to do with, like, anything in the MLB, and it sucks because he was, like, one of the best of all time.
Yeah.
And Pete Rose, his was, like, gambling on his own team winning. Donald Trump tweeted about it, and I got to say, I backed Donald Trump on it, that Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. Anyway.
Because he bet on his own team winning.
Yeah, that's why. It was because he was gambling. You're not supposed to gamble.
Yeah.
You
should be able to bet on yourself. But then if you bet on yourself losing, then it gets weird.
Yeah, that's when it gets weird. But I don't think he did that. But anyways, yeah, that whole Astros thing, all the players and everyone is just so arrogant about it. And they're like, yeah, I don't think we really did much wrong. It's like, well, you knew every single pitch that was coming.
Who was the guy that, like, actually facilitated the cheating? Was it that coach?
Well, so
whose idea originally was it to do all this?
There's more stuff coming out. From what I heard recently, there was an intern who brought this, like, program that can decipher. I don't really know much about it, but he had introduced some program to, like, the general manager or something, and then that got instituted, and then the players turned it into the trash can banging. So the players were involved, the coaches were involved, the management
intern.
He was awesome.
Shout out to the intern.
And I think he was still with the team. I don't know, but some intern
all right
fucked shit up.
Yeah. All right, well, the last segment here, movie time. Today, I want to tell you guys, go watch the movie called Good Will Hunting. Have you seen Good Will Hunting, Kyle?
A long time ago.
Yeah.
I should probably watch it.
It's a classic movie. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. It's absolutely amazing. One of my favorite movies of all time. I don't even want to talk about it. It's literally number 2 on my favorite movies list ever, behind Memento, which I believe I've already talked about. But it's absolutely amazing. It's just one of those movies where, like, a lot of movies you can look up, like The Dark Knight best scene, and there's, like, one particular scene. For Good Will Hunting, you look up Good Will Hunting best scene, and there's, like, 15 different clips because there's so many amazing scenes.
Interesting.
And Robin Williams is a big part of the movie. Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
And how do I describe it? This movie is just all about, like, the human condition and, like, kind of like, I don't know. I feel like every human on the planet can, like, relate to the message of this movie and, like, connect with it and learn something from it. And it, like, it's just a really amazing movie that will, like, make you feel something.
Okay.
Not only is it entertaining, but you'll watch it, you'll be like, wow, I want to do something with my life.
If you want to feel something and you want to feel like you want to do something, you should go watch Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, it's great. So anyways, guys, that's it for this week. There are new episodes every single Monday and Thursday. So after you finish watching this, you should go leave a review on the Apple Podcast app and go follow us on Spotify. And then for the next couple days when you're like, oh my God, what should I do? You could become a patron at patreon.com/PimsPodcast.
That's a good idea.
And then you get extra content to fill your needs for the next 3 days.
Do you want to be filled?
If you want to be filled by us,
we'll fill you up.
Yeah, then go become a patron. And yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for the insane amount of support recently. We love you.
We're love you.
We're love you.
We are love you.
Kyle, where can they follow you?
Follow me on Instagram at KyleSapper36. Follow the podcast at Pim's Podcast anywhere. Yeah.
Yep. If you guys want to become a part of Globo Gym with Kyle, be sure to follow him and message him about the Purple Cobras.
You could not do that.
No, you can do that, though. Yeah, message us on Instagram, guys. We like talking to you guys.
Yeah.
And also, big thing, if you guys want to check out the YouTube version, that would mean a lot. Every single episode, I feel like some people don't even know this because we don't necessarily say it like on Instagram or whatever, but every episode has a full video version on YouTube. So if you guys want to check it out, you should go leave a comment over there. I feel like it adds a whole new dynamic to the show.
You can see us.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we do that just overall would make it better if you're watching it as a video. What I do is like some nights with my favorite podcasts, I'll like get home and I'll just put it up on like the big screen. So it's like I'm watching a movie, but it's just two guys talking. So it's like you could do that with us and just have your whole family just watch us talk to each other about shit.
Yeah. If you want to talk about poop with your mom, we'll do that with you.
Yeah.
We'll do that for you.
Yeah. It could be you, your mom, your dad, and then both your grandparents and your great grandparents.
Mamu and Papu.
Yeah. We could all talk about shit together. So thank you all so much. Have a great day. And we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Farewell.